Good evening. My name is Miss Pamela, and thank you for joining the Water Valley Play School Gala Paint Night. We are going to be doing a Valentine's kind of picture today. A wooden background with some hearts. So I've got some white paint, red, brown, and black. We're going to start with doing the background. So I've got canvas and I'm going to paint it with brushes and a board for the paint. And I'm going to start with some white and brown. I'm going to make fairly light brown all the way on the whole canvas. And then I'll add some wooden type details. So I need a big brush to start with. Let me start with this one. Something like that. And just mix some white with the brown until you get a light tan color. Always add in a little bit more of the brown later. I'm just going to go up and down. Kind of try and keep some of those lines in there. All the way to the top and all the way to the bottom. I like to keep the different colors that I use instead of blending it so too much. A little bit more white. I want to get it right to the edges so that you can finish it either with like a black frame, or you can bring your brown all the way down and around the edges. Just keep going top to bottom. Some of my background. I'm going to get a little bit more white in here. You can turn your brush sideways so you get just a little bit smaller brush strokes. Add some dark, just brown with mixed, that isn't mixed with white. Just add a little bit of board style colors in there. Don't blend in too much. You want to keep these colors separate. It's gonna look like a board with some knots in it when we're done this background. More white in here. So you can see some of that bark style. Different colors. Make it look natural. You can probably start swirling some. So it's not too uniform. You're finishing the edges with this color, go in the same direction, all the sides. Best to do it now so you get the same color that you're using on your canvas. I'm going to all the way around here. This. Okay, blend those edges in. There's a little bit of dimension. I'm going to take a little bit of a smaller brush, like that. I'm just going to take my brown and start drawing in some knots in here. Keep going around from side to side. A little bit bigger as you go. You can blend in some white if you want. One. Do here. Not too much, just enough to get a little bit more of a wood look. And add just a little bit of black to them. Darken some lines. Go. Some darker lines in here. Mix it with the brown too so it blends a little bit. So there's a few knots. And one right about here. Just blend it till you find the color that you'd like. Basically just need to use the brown, white, and black here. You can always touch them up a little bit more, or add some, add less. More lines if you'd like. Some smaller ones. This brush. It's a little bit different dimension with different brush sizes. Brushes again. A medium brush. I'm going to mix some black with white, gray. Add in some of these areas here. A little more color. Go back over it with brown if it's too much. Still continuing up and down. If you got it the way you like it, just leave it so it doesn't over blend. Spend a little more time on the knots if you'd like. Just add some brown over the gray that I did. More consistent. Adding in some of the lines from my knots. Here. Hard to tell, but I'm pretty happy with that background. A little more brown. There is a wooden background. Okay, now you need a really small brush for drawing the black ribbon. And I'm going to use this one. So just some black. Just gonna start up here and end about the same height on the other side. Just a straight line across, a little, sorry, not a straight line, a little bit of a bow to it. A little bit at a time. And check, make sure I got Right. Let's go over it again after we've kind of sketched it in here. Back over it. There. Now we're gonna do 3 hearts. So one about here, and here, and here. I'm just going to make my bows there where I want them. Some loops at the top. And that. 2 more. There's one. There's my 3 bows. So now I'm going to take some red and I'm going to mix it just a little bit with white so that it's not quite pink, but just a lighter red. Take a medium brush. Just a small to medium brush. And I'm going to mix my white with red. And start. So I'm going to drop the bows down just a little bit. So start maybe an inch or so from the top wire and just draw a heart. Color it in. You can keep them red if you want, or you can use pink or purple or blue. Up to you. Just keep it consistent. The color that you're using. Fill it all in. Make sure it covers the background. And there's one. And then one maybe a little bit lower, right in the middle. A fairly simple picture for any age level. I'm sure if you wanted some toddlers to do it, they could just paint inside the shapes that you could paint on here for them. Just gonna fill those in. Valentine's is one of my favorite days of the year. I'm going to come back to those and film it a little more. And one more, a little higher than the second one. About 3 different colors here, but you can do them however you'd like. I'm going to finish bringing my black ribbon way down to 1, 2, and 3. And we're almost done. I'm going to use a small brush again and just put some white details on the heart. And then all done with this picture. I need another small brush. This one, I'll just do some swirls. I like to set my hand on my painting so I have a solid spot on my wrist. It works better for you guys to have canvas on a table. It's flat. Do how many swirls you like. There's that heart. And this one, I'll just do some polka dots. Big, small, whatever you like. Stand out a little. One. And this last one, I'll do some bigger dots. Make the circle and then color it in. And almost done. There is your Valentine's picture. Thank you again for joining us today for Gala Paint Night. And it would be fun to see your finished pictures. Thank you.